Well, this movie sure was jaw-dropping.
You ever shut the hell up?
Let's talk about Drop. Hey guys, AJYT Abbott here. Welcome to my review for Dropped. This is the newest Christopher Landon film. He is the guy behind the Happy Death Day movies and Freaky. All three movies that I have a lot of fun with, so I was looking to have some fun with this one. Although this one is quite different, whereas Freaky, Happy Death Day, and Happy Death Day to You, they're like slasher horror comedies. This one is taking more of a suspense thriller approach. There is a bit of comedic relief in there, but I was excited to see that new angle from Christopher Landon, and he nailed it. I'll just say that right off the bat. Before we get into the details of it all, this will be a spoiler review, so if you haven't seen Drop, definitely drop off the video and go see it. Go drop by your theater. This stars Megan Fahey. If I'm saying that wrong, I apologize, but she was in The White Lotus Season 2. Really enjoyed her in that. So it was good to see her in here. She is going on a first date with this guy that really... I don't know how he sticks around the whole time, but man, this has got to be the most desperate man in America to be sticking around for this date. Because she is getting airdrops on her phone that someone is threatening her child, and in order for her child to survive, she has to kill her date. And the craziness ensues from there. And this movie is very stylistically driven. You have the text appearing on screen where she'll get a text saying, like, do this or Toby will die, and it flashes up on this, right by her. There are several red herrings where, if you didn't know, red herrings are basically things that the plot throws at you that are meant to make you think, is this the person sending her the drops? Is it the waitress? Is it the hostess? Is it the guy she's bumping into? Is it the piano player? Multiple different options for who the culprit might be. And as you start to narrow it down who it might be, it becomes a little bit obvious maybe who it is. You're kind of looking around and you're like, alright, this one was proved to be innocent. That one's probably not it because we haven't gotten any updates or any more clues in on that one. How about this one that keeps being shown? And that is this guy that shows up on a blind date. He embarrasses himself because his date gets there, she's not impressed with what she sees, and she actually stands up and leaves him later on in the movie. She's like, you're a jerk or whatever, and she leaves him, and he stays there, so you're kind of seeing him stay there, and you're like, why would he stay there? And he's given our main lead, Violet, some looks, while she's trying to enjoy this date with Henry, and he is being put through the worst first date imaginable, as Violet is stressed out beyond belief. She keeps leaving her table, coming up with different excuses to leave, so she can either get something from the bathroom. There's a poison vial that she has to get out of the paper towel dispenser, and they want him to put that in his drink. They're telling her to put that in his drink, and then your son will live. And her sister's there watching her son. They knock out the sister. She gets involved in the action later on. And it's just a really tense movie. They also do a really nice job of making you feel really sorry for our lead character, Violet. She's a very nice girl, as well as Henry, the date. You don't want to see him get hurt either. You got some comedic relief with their waiter. It's his first day, and they're his first table. There's a bartender that's really nice to our lead as well. So all around, just a really nice, likable group of characters. And then it all comes to a head when she realizes that this guy that has set himself up on the blind date is the one pulling all the strings. Because Henry is this photographer that's set to screw over the mayor. He has some incriminating evidence that he's supposed to turn over to the FBI. He is a informant for them. And the mayor does get his comeuppance in the very end. We see on the TV, Henry's watching, and he's like, yeah, got you son of a bitch. They want Henry to die. They don't want him giving over that information. What follows is this really tense scene where Henry comes over and she's talking to the guy after he's revealed his motives and everything. And he's like, well, you poisoned the guy's drink. Good job. As soon as he drinks it, I'll tell you that your kid can be free. The guy in your house can leave. And, yeah, you'll be good. So instead, she distracts the guy by she tricks the guy, right? Gives the guy, Henry, the drink. He drinks it. The guy is looking at Henry drinking it. Instead, she put it in his dessert. He eats it. He gets pissed off. and he's gonna start wanting to kill her. He starts shooting at her. Henry takes a bullet for her. What a nice guy. And here's when the movie gets a little bit far-fetched, where we go from suspense thriller to action movie in like a second, where he's shooting, there's glass there, it breaks open, and they just get vacuum sucked out. I mean, I know that's how it is on planes, but like, is that how it would actually be in a restaurant that's high up with these, with windows? If it cracks, everything's gonna get fucking sucked out? What? Really? Because she shoots the window, and then the dude flies out of there, he dies, she flies out of there, Violet just barely catches onto a curtain, and she's dangling from this building, which, let's be honest here, I like Violet, right? She would have fucking died. It is not very believable, you're asking a lot from the audience there, and then Henry manages to get her up, and then he calls the police to her house, she goes to her house, and here's the thing, all this is happening, the guy is trying to kill her sister and the child, and he hasn't done it yet by the time she gets from the very top of this restaurant to her house. And the dude hasn't killed them by then. I was like, what? That does not make any fucking sense whatsoever, because, look, surely this guy, I mean, he does shoot the sister, but she survives. Then he shoots the bed multiple times because Toby's under there. But I guess he wasn't, or he wasn't in the areas that he shot, because he's fine. They both live, actually. The sister and the kid live. So, really, Drop is a great movie. It builds the tension. You're invested in the characters. But those last 15 minutes really ask a lot from you, and they change up so quick. It's such a dramatic shift in where this movie was going. Where it might not work for most people. I wasn't too bothered by it. That's why I'm still going to give this an 8 out of 10. I'm still giving it an 8 out of 10. Because I was a little bit caught off guard by it. That shift that we took. And I was like, wow, you're really asking a lot of your audience to believe all this. But nonetheless, I still think it was an enjoyable film. Megan Fahey's great. Henry is great. I'm blanking on the actor. It's just a really good film. Christopher Landon directs it really great. The way it singles out different people and goes all black and singles out on her or other people. Love the filmmaking there. Just wish that maybe it was a little bit more believable in its conclusion. But that's really all my complaints, all my thoughts on Drop. Hope you guys enjoyed the review. I've got the review for Warfare coming up later this week. Looking forward to that. And until then, take care and goodbye.